Almost ready to start. I think we can go ahead and stop the music. Okay. Well, hopefully tonight goes smoother than Tuesday did. Because Tuesday was a disaster. Like, I hit about the hour mark in the stream, and my Wi-Fi just kind of shut off, and it didn't turn back on for another, 2 hours. So, I don't know what was up with that. Thanks, Comcast, really. Oh, man. That water was, it did not go down right. I love choking. It's good. It's good for you, I swear. Give me one moment. Okay. One moment. So, in terms of where we left off, I just kinda saved, save stated, when the stream went down. There we go. It's basically as good as it's getting there. There we go. That really is as good as the view of the game is getting, I'm gonna be honest. Everything should still be set up exactly the same. Weird. Chat laptop is acting strange. There we go. Okay. Where were we? Oh, right. We were like 3 punches from the end of a battle between Emerald and a Fake. Oh shit, we got 2 skill points this time. Oh, Jesus, another one. So I actually looked up how long this game is, because I was curious. There's a bunch of stories, each one appears to be about an hour. Maybe a little longer. This is just the same battle, but we have more lives. I'm gonna be honest, Emerald is awful to control. He's exceedingly slow. And none of his moves have, any strength. Oh god, he can't even jump that high. He can't physically jump up on these platforms. Is the other one stuck? God damn, Emerald, like, sucks. I'm aware that you have to, like, grind him up, but, like, Jesus Christ. He's not fun to play as in the meantime. Wow, the fake Emerald has really bad AI. What the fuck just happened? Windows made an annoyed sound at me. Please leave me alone. Oh my god, that's really his dash, huh? No wonder Sonic was like, hey, this robot's a hunk of shit, isn't it? Sure. Oh shit! Why does the fake Emerald have so many Sonic moves? This is so fucking long. I wish I could see his health bar so I could know how close he is to going down. Leave me alone. Oh my god. There he goes. You made cheesecake? Good for you, Jay. You like our new robot friend? His name is Emerald and he sucks. It's okay, we just have to grind. In a fighting game. Holy Summit? Okay. Sure, you know what? I'll just accept it. He looks like a nerd? How dare you? He's our boy. No, there's really nothing here other than the plains. And then there's ruins, and that's it. That's the whole map. Yeah, sure, let's fight Sonic. Oh no, I have to fight Emerald again. Or as Emerald again. Oh, there's no way in hell I'm winning this. Oh my god, do I have any skills I can apply? I have nothing for that slot. Oh my god. This thing's just better. Sega, am I supposed to tell the difference? Like, am I supposed to be able to know what that says? I think it says aim attack, but that M is not an M. Same with this. I have no idea what this says. Ground shot, maybe? GRN... Maybe D? Alright. Okay. Well, we have a guard that we could apply. Yeah, we can fit that. My hope is that each of these is increasing our overall, like, skill. Or an overall stat, or something like that. Please let me play as Sonic. What? What are you doing here? Yeah, no shit, Tails. What the fuck is Gamma doing here? I mean, there's no way that's Gamma. Oh wow, Sonic commented on that. Sonic, you met Gamma one time. Long time no see, Gamma. Yeah, no. Tails, I too thought we saw the last of it when he fucking exploded. Okay. Well, I want that to be in the air, I think. Oh my god. Wait, is this... This is 3v1. Everyone fucking get him! Yeah, there's no way that's actual Gamma. No way. God, he just fucking kills people when he, like, dies. Man, the camera controls in this game are really weird. Why me? Man, he really hates Sonic. Come on. Sonic, please. Brief moment, your brain was like, oh, they wouldn't dare. No, my brain was like, they would dare. I know they'd defile his corpse for money. This is Sega we're talking about. Sega Shadow totally lived through falling off the Ark. Sonic's regular punch, and it costs fucking 15 SP to equip. Is that Tails' air attack? I think it is. Game reveals his true title, Gamma the E-Series. Oh look, Gamma's guard. It's also really expensive. Oh my god, we need to do 4 battles to get the ability to equip 1 more star worth of stuff to Emerald. Let's see. I don't want to do too much, like, voice acting tonight, because my throat's still kind of sore. It was pretty good for most of today, but, tonight, I don't know. Just after dinner, I think I agitated it by eating, like, salty stuff, so... Oh my god. Why is it always 2 fights? It's never just 1. Get him, Emerald. I literally could just sit here and do nothing. Fucking 10 lives? Oh my god. Oh man, I'm so glad I got to him just in time for him to explode. Delete my throat. Yeah, no, I'm beginning to understand why you didn't play this either. One thing I'm very tempted to do is just to read out the plot synopsis so we don't have to play more of this shit. But why is this game so expensive? This is my question. This is not a cheap game. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Are they just gonna let me sit here and recover my entire health bar? There he is. Yeah, no, the mechanics aren't bad, it's just, like, I do not want to play as much of this as they're making me. Especially not with, like, a really awful, grindy mechanic. Well, I blew that. I don't know, we'll give it like another 40 minutes, and if the chat's not feeling it, you know, then the chat's not feeling it, we'll read out a plot synopsis and show the final boss. Yes, come to me, Gamma. look, Sonic's guard skill that we already have. Oh, look, Tails' guard skill that, for whatever reason, costs 5 more SP to equip. Oh, we've got Gamma's jump. We got a total of 2 SP from that. Knuckles' house? Where is that? Yeah, I've heard this game's plot's really good too, outside of, you know, playing it. Let's see. Oh, no, we can't equip anything. Good. Yeah, no. The thing about this that's, like, really awful is that it's not really fun to play all too much. Like, it's not awful. It's just really not very interesting. And combine that with the fact that we have to do every battle twice, and the second one's always, like, way longer. And Emerald just feels like trash to play as. Like, look at that. Look at how slow he is. They really don't expect you to win that, right? Like, Emerald is so bad. Oh my god. Okay. The plot conceit of this game is that Tails and Sonic find a robot that they know is built by Eggman. And they immediately are like, hey, let's load him up with Chaos Emeralds. As though that's a fucking good idea somehow. Okay. I guess we have to beat up Knuckles now.
Here I come.
Oh my god. Well, here we go. Oh my god, why? Why are they making me play as the slow, fucking awful robot for this? I don't even deal any damage. Why can Knuckles just summon rocks? I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm not feeling this one. I'm, like... I don't know if I can force myself to finish this game. I don't want to grind up Emerald. I just don't. Like, it'd be different if you were kind of fun to play, but he's not. He's just distinctly not fun to play as. Like, he is distinctly awful. You got Gamma's healing skill. His healing skill is really good, but expensive. It saved me. Yeah, I didn't get Gamma's healing skill. It's very tempting to skip this one, but I don't have Advanced 3 set up for tonight. Got through this battle by getting a lucky drop. Yeah. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, no, let's do a game that isn't this awful, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna read a Sonic Battle plot synopsis on... I don't really trust the fandom wiki. Sonic Retro, there we go. Is there... Do they have a story section on Sonic Retro? You'll have the volume off for this? Sure thing. Give me one moment. I can't really find a plot synopsis anywhere. Does Wikipedia have the whole thing? Yes. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bring up, bring that up. There we go. While we read this. Okay, so here is the synopsis. I'll bring up some music too. Here's the final battle game, I guess. Oh. There we go. Okay. While studying the diary of his grandfather, Professor Gerald Robotnik, Dr. Eggman learns of an artifact Gerald had on Earth, the 4,000-year-old sentient weapon called the Gizoid. Created by an ancient civilization, Eggman attempts to get the dormant Gizoid to work properly, but it's unsuccessful and abandons it at Emerald Beach. Sonic finds the Gizoid, which activates and develops a link with him after Sonic demonstrates his abilities. The Gizoid, which Sonic names Emerald due to its ability to use Chaos Emeralds, demonstrates an ability to perfectly replicate any moves it sees and quickly gets wrapped up in the affairs of Sonic's friends and allies and rivals. Through his encounters with Tails, Rouge, Knuckles, Amy, Cream, and Shadow, those are all the playable characters, I believe, Emerald learns of the world and concepts like friendship. As they train together, the group discovers that Emerald becomes stronger and develops more sentience with each Chaos Emerald he obtains, and begins searching for the remaining emeralds to help the robot develop. While searching, they are repeatedly attacked by the forces of Eggman, who now wants to retrieve the weapon, including a rebuilt 102 Gamma, and a series of imperfect Emerald duplicates under the name E121 Phi. Okay? Eventually, all the Chaos Emeralds are obtained, and Emerald achieves full sentience. In a last attempt, Eggman decides to lure Emerald onto his new Death Egg to capture him. The two battle, and Emerald emerges victorious, but Eggman uses his new Final Egg Blaster to force Emerald to override his link with Sonic with Eggman's own. However, this overloads Emerald, deleting his personality and causing him to go haywire. The rogue Gizoid then turns the blaster towards the planet, and Sonic is sent to stop him before the world is destroyed. Sonic defeats Emerald, who briefly reverts to his previous personality, and bids his friends farewell before overloading with energy and exploding. Leaving the shards of the Chaos Emeralds he acquired behind, Sonic returns home to his friends, who is saddened by the loss of Emerald. When asked if he believes Emerald is truly gone, Sonic reassures everyone that they will see him again someday. And that's the plot. Now, one thing that's sadly lost here, because we can't make it super far in this game because it's awful, is throughout Cream's story, there's actually a lot of development between Cream and Emerald that sets them up very specifically as good friends. That, like, I wish I could show. But this game sucks. It sucks so bad. And of course, the final boss is just straight up Emerald. You fight the robot that you build throughout the game, which is a really cool concept. Is there anything special about him? This is a 17-minute long boss fight. What? Okay, well, one of the fights is against Eggman. But yes, that is how the game wraps up. So I will not say anything more from here on out. There we go. I can fucking remove Sonic Battle from my list. I knew this game wasn't good. Close VBA. I knew this game wasn't very good. Like, I always knew that was, like, part of the issue with it. Was that people were just like, yeah, no, Emerald isn't fun to play as, and they make you do it constantly. But, like, man, I really underestimated how bad it was. Okay, give me, like, 5-ish minutes. And I'll play some music here, and I will get Sonic Advance 3 set up. Let me find some good music to play. Why not? Sonic Mania music. I will be right back. All right, just about ready. I will say, however, Robert, I agree with fucking everything you say here. Battle is just, it's annoying. That's the thing, right? It's not necessarily bad, it's just annoying, and playing it isn't the best. There we go. Sonic Advance 3. Sonic Advance 2 is the only Sonic Advance game without an image on Twitch, which I think is really strange. Wait a minute, that's not Advance 3. Hold on, give me one sec. I have the correct game this time. I was holding Advance 2 for some reason. Now, I don't think I've ever put this game in a Retron before. So, we'll see how this goes. Now, Advance 3 is, the black sheep of the Advance series. It's the one that people typically don't really like. And I'm not going to say whether or not people are correct in not liking it, or if they're hopelessly wrong. Because personally, I have no stake in this yet. I have barely played Advance 3. Like, barely at all. Go ahead and stop the music now. XSplit's being really weird. Hey, wait a minute. Is this... I feel like this isn't correct startup music. What the fuck is happening? Oh no, what the fuck was that? Hold on. Why does this always happen? Why are we always trapped in creepypasta land? Is it... Hold on. Okay, I think it was XSplit. I think it was XSplit working its wonderful magic. Okay, I'd say we're ready to start. Alright, so we can play as either Sonic or Tails, and we're gonna pick Sonic. Oh, wait a minute, it just occurred to me that it has my save data. Hold on. This is what it's supposed to fucking sound like. We are skipping it, though. Saw a thumbnail for a highlight video of the Grumps playing Sonic Shuffle. Seems they had the exact same emulator glitch because Creepypasta Sonic was there. Oh my god! Alright. Notice it has unique voice lines. I wish I could do voices for this, but my throat is just like not having it today. Spooky Sonic, yeah. Okay, so, welcome to the first zone of the game, Route 99. So, this is actually a hub world. Seeing that iconic face on their thumbnail genuinely scared me a little. So, this game has hubs that we travel around, and we jump into these rings to start the actual acts. Now, one thing you'll notice is that this game is way slower than Advanced 1 and 2. Oh yeah, and the main collectible in each zone is Chow. There's 3 per act, and there's 1 in the hub world, and getting all of them plus a key gets you into a special stage. The trick system from Advance 2 returns. Oh, okay. I pressed down. Okay. On one hand, it can be annoying trying to find the axe. On the other, I like them because they're a good playground to test different character combos. Yeah, I'm very mixed on them. I think overall they're pretty nice. I just kind of wish that they were maybe a little smaller, because they're needlessly large. Fuck. Yeah, no, okay, so Advance 3 is... I don't want to outright say it's bad right off the bat, but it will have some problems that you'll notice that parallel exact problems from Advance 2, but worse. It's kind of a shame Advanced peaked at Advance 2. Like that. There we go. Game's already showing what I mean. Wait a minute. Chow! You know, at least the song here is pretty alright. Kinda sad that this stage didn't make an appearance in Generations 3DS. What's hilarious, though, is that if it did, it would be the exact same content that we're seeing here. Because Generations 3DS was not very good. This game has a medal system, and I'm not really sure how it works. I'm not sure if it's tied to how well you did, or if it's tied to the timing at the end of the stage when you hit the thing. Oh, yeah, no. Lost Chow do stay collected literally forever. You never have to go back and collect them again. It's nowhere near as bad as Advance 2. This game makes some really odd decisions. Like, for example, you'll notice that I said there's 3 Chow per act, and only 1 in the hub. Meaning that there's 3 acts, because there are 10 total Chow. At this point in time, it's generally considered... In fact, it's been like this for a while, that 3 acts and a boss is too much for Sonic, and that zones are at... Oh. Okay. And generally 2 acts and then a boss either in the second act or as the entirety of the third is like, you know, what everyone prefers. Hey Jay, you alright? You think it's just time? Jay, you okay? It's not 3 Chow per act. You can see how they're... Oh, okay. I just heard that was, like, generally the rule of thumb, but if there are more, that makes sense. I know that you can check if you're missing any in an act, though, so it's not like we're worried. You 2 brain cells thought it was funny, so you typed it? I thought you were, like, passing out and, like, you dropped your phone or something and it typed. Oh my god. Okay, I need to tell a story about this exact level. This spot right here. I was playing this game on an emulator when I was a child, right? And I hit a moment where Tails grabbed onto that fucking... the spinner, and I couldn't get out of that room. And it wouldn't let me grab onto the spinner, and he wouldn't jump off. So I literally just had to sit there and watch him spin for 10 minutes to get out of that situation, because the time up had to happen. That was my first ever impression of Advance 3. And it was not a good one. I just threaded the fucking needle there. Well, that was perfect. Oh, but it was a bronze. Alright, guess I'll go fuck myself. Let's see, which way do we have to go? Is it this way? I don't even remember. Yep, it's this way. The fuck kind of opening screen for an act is this? One thing, generally speaking, about this game is that Sonic feels way heavier than he did in Advance 2. 3x per zone, that was another mistake. Oh yeah, no. It's really weird because, generally speaking, almost everyone I've spoken to agrees that 2 acts and a boss is perfect for Sonic. Act 1 lets you introduce the act's main mechanics, and Act 2 lets you either change stuff up if you want, or... This game is not real. This is a prank, right? Okay. But yeah, they knew this going in, right? Because Sonic 2 made the change to that, and Sonic 3 stuck with it. So they went in with this knowledge, because Advance 2 and 3, or 2 and 1, have just the 2 acts and the boss. But, like, then why regress the design? Oh no, it's this part. Advance 3 loves doing this shit, where if you don't respond properly, you have to, like, repeat a section. Yeah, no, they really fucked up the rolling physics in this game. It's kind of weird because, like, you don't notice that rolling physics are completely fucked in the Rush games, because there's no reason to ever roll. Unless you're taking out a room full of enemies, in which case that's all it's good for. Because you have the boost, which is the fastest way to move. And it carries a lot of momentum with it. Dimps had people who worked on Pocket Adventure. That game also had a 2-hack structure. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck went wrong with this game. This game is where all Dimpsisms come from. And it's, like, the worst thing they've produced for the Sonic series, in my opinion. That's, like, a mainline 2D platformer that I'm aware of. Granted, I'm pretty sure they had their grubby little fingers all over Lost World 3DS, and that one is distinctly worse than this. Sonic 4 Episode 1 is kinda short, at the very least, and while it's not very fun to control, it has better level design than this game. And to anyone who's ever played Sonic 4, you'd know that is like a shocking thing to say. Oh look, the boss fight. Look who it is! I'm not gonna say this is directly Emerald, because it's not him, as far as I'm aware. Emerald is destroyed at the end of Sonic Battle. But this is Gemerald. A, sort of, I guess, replacement for Emerald. Yeah, Gemerald. Okay, now, I hate this boss a lot because of just... You have to stand really close to him. Okay, Tails, sure. You get the hit, whatever. You have to stand really close to him, otherwise he'll just crush you from across the screen. I don't even need to fucking fight him. You know what, Tails? You can do it. Yeah, no, they really like their hammers at Dimps. Hit it, Tails. There you go. Good job, bud. You're fighting the boss for me. Oh, Lord. Okay. Are you serious? Even Rush had a hammer boss? Kind of. That one's a bit less cut and dry. Oh my god. But yes, this is indeed the third in the trilogy of Hammer first bosses. Okay, thank you, Tails. Eggman, this is not a mech, this is a roller coaster for yourself. The fourth in the quadrilogy, Pocket Adventure's first boss uses a hammer too? Oh, wow.
You're going to pay for this.
Bye, Eggman. Well, there goes the first zone. Okay. Just when you thought we were free of Green Hill Zone, there is one thing I want to show real quick. This thing. This is the Hub World Select. This lets you reselect characters. And this lets you select stages, which of course, you know, 7 zones. Pretty normal. And in here, this is the Chao Garden. You can see how many Chao there are per act. We will not be getting all of them. Like we did with Advance 2, I will be showing the finale of this game through a save. Just so we don't have to worry about it, and we can get through this pretty quick. Rush, we will do the whole thing, though, because Rush is considerably easier. Alright, Sunset Hill, Act 1. We played that yesterday. Nice little game, similar vibes to Advance 1. Level design doesn't go shit is in that game. You mean for Rush? Yeah, Rush is, like, really good. It's almost my favorite Sonic game. I'm pretty sure I showed the tier lists I made on stream, where I gave only 2 games S tier out of the 2D Sonic games, and that was Rush and Mania. Oh, Pocket Adventure, okay. Haven't played Pocket Adventure yet. We'll get to it when we get to it. Damn, Dimps really forgot how to design a Sonic game here, didn't they? There's no way this game was designed by the same team that designed Advanced 1 and 2, right? Rush 100% best special stages in the series, and you'll stick to that? Yes. The best, like, the best special stages in the series are, like, Rush, and oddly enough, for one fact alone, Sonic 4 Episode 2s. And that one fact is the fact that you can retry them infinitely. Without, like, having to redo the level. You can just hit retry in the menu, and then you retry the special stage. It's really, like, the best thing about that game. But if I had to pick, like, one that doesn't let you do that, one where the gimmick is that isn't that you can just ignore them, basically. Damn it, I just thought of one that was, like, really good. Manias. Manias are amazing. Although, kind of fucking impossible, so... Jesus Christ, how long is this level? Okay. I guess I'm just going now. Yeah, it's kind of amazing how they're like... They went from having the worst special stage entrances ever with Sonic Advance, like, all of them, to the best ones ever with Sonic Rush. Okay, I guess we're going down. Alright. The fuck is the design concept behind this stage? Green Hill, but not fun? Like, it's just Green Hill, but anytime you try to go fast, you run into a wall. Like a literal wall. Like, Dimps, those upward stairs should be slopes. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of unique, I guess, and yeah. First game over. These will happen a lot. This game does not provide a whole lot of lives. Ever. Anywhere in it. The best way to get lives are the bonus stages that are found on the maps. Speaking of which, let's see if we can find one. There it is. We're gonna save state here. Yeah, I'll talk about the partner ability the moment we need it. Okay, this Switch minigame is the worst, because what they don't tell you is that you need to, no matter what, you need to jump into the Switch. No matter how you're oriented towards it. Okay, so, yeah. Tails can fly with us if we hold down the R button. You can spin dash into it. Oh shit! Tails can launch us up. That's actually really good. Yeah, so that move is actually called tag action. And the game really doesn't tell you how it works. There's a fucking Chao. There's a Chao up there. How do you... Nope. Okay. Good. Good level design, Dimps. I'm glad that B was right there. Man, cut off trick sound effects. It's almost like an omen of things to come. In the next game. We all know the best trick system is the one from Rush. If my voice wasn't fucking destroyed, I'd imitate it. Wait, that's only for certain pairings? What the fuck? Oh my god. This is Zone 2. And we're already hitting Dimpsisms so fucking hard. Yes, my favorite thing in a Sonic game. Messing up ever so slightly and getting launched into a fucking pit. It's my favorite part. Thank you, Dimps. Thank you, very cool. There we go, Act 3. The design process was for expert players? I mean, yeah, probably. And they don't just mean beat, they mean got all 7 of the fucking special rings in every single level. As all 4 characters. Okay. Fuck it. Tails. That is what tag action is for. Yeah, no, they just decided, fuck it. This game was released in what, 2004? No one at Dimps ever got the memo from Sonic Team that was like, hey, you're supposed to do, like, multiple paths for people who, like, fuck up. You don't just either throw them into a pit or make them repeat the section again. That's not how Sonic works. Really, who directed this game? I need to know. Because it can't have been the same person who directed Advance 1 and 2. Like, Advance 1 and 2 had their fuck-ups, don't get me wrong, but they were way better than this one. Am I going backwards? I have no idea. Forwards doesn't exist anymore, and we were going backwards. I need to be using this more often. Honestly, yeah, most Dimps games, like, have really good stuff under the surface. The problem is, it's really, really far down there for this one. I have no idea if I'm going to be allowed to run forward or not when playing this game. Like, not at all. Because the path I assumed was safe might just open up and turn out to be just a fucking literal bottomless pit. Or like with those, if you don't respond to that quick enough, you have to repeat the previous section. Like, that's not how Sonic works. That's not how it's supposed to be designed. Like, what? People give Sonic Team a lot of shit, but you know what? They understood the franchise just quite a bit more than Dimps did. I mean, I probably won't really be able to navigate along them because a lot of the paths in this game require some amount of, like, timing, which I probably wouldn't be able to, like, realize in time. Huh? This just in, the Chows are just straight up fucking Koroks. Dude. Someone at Dimps put that enemy there. And was like, yes. Yes, this'll make for a fun game. I do like the voice acting in this game. Especially that. Oh? That was real flashy for an attack that did nothing. Now, we're getting to the last part that I play tested. I just realized the title still says Sonic Battle. I'm going to change that while this cutscene plays. Okay, there we go, it's fixed. Yeah, okay. And we've unlocked Knuckles. If I remember right, this leads over here. Oh, okay. We might play as Knuckles for a little bit of the next stage. Wait, no, I'm not tricked this time, please. Alright. Sunset Hill, boss fight. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. It's this one. This one's really weird. Because, I remember my first time ever fighting it, I finished it without getting hurt. Because you can just bully him really hard if you time everything right. Like... Part of me wonders if that was meant to be, like, harder. I can't even say if it was meant to be the first boss, because the theming of the first boss fits for basically all of the Dimps games. Nux and Tails in that order buffs Knuckles' glide, so he double jumps before doing it. It's really good. Okay, I might as well try that. Alright, welcome to Ocean Base. Goodbye, Ocean Base. Fuck. No, I'm trying to. Get out of my way. There we go. Knuckles. Oh my god, that is really good. So yeah, welcome to Ocean Base. I haven't playtested this level. Hey, wait a minute. What? The fuck is happening there? Come on. There we go. Ooh, chow. I don't think that's how you're supposed to get in there, but I'll take it. Is there nothing back here? Okay. Let's go the normal way. Ah. There we go. Okay. Sure. Man, this game is really annoying. There's so many enemies that just kind of happen. Why does there always have to be just like one huge fatal flaw in at least every advanced game? That prevents it from being good. Like, really good. Like, as good as it should be. Like, Advanced 1 has its, like, I swear, worse than normal screen crunch. I feel like the characters are larger in that one. And Advanced 2 has its, like, out-of-nowhere bottomless pits that it loves throwing around literally everywhere. And now Advanced 3 has these really annoying enemy placements. Like that. At the very least, Advanced 2 has, like, the least amount of problems. Okay, I guess I'm just climbing this now. Whoa! Wait a minute, what hurt me? Alright, first clear is Knuckles. Honestly, I like Knuckles a lot because he gets to bypass a lot of the stage geometry. Whoa! Thanks, Tails. Okay. Alright, Act 2. So it's every other zone that has a character. Oh, look! Knuckles can fucking swim again! Finally! It's every other zone, right? Testing the likely perceived faults in their difficulty that didn't exist. Wait, if they're placed like this, the player can easily do this and slip past. That's not good. Oh. You know, that would make sense. Okay. Where do I go from here, though? No, it's too easy. They'll react too fast. Again, I could totally see them doing that. This is Dimps we're talking about. They're not exactly the main developers. See, Sonic Team seems to have always had at least some kind of handle on, like, what makes stages hard. I do not understand how that hit me. I've been curled up in a ball this whole time. Oh, this looks fun. Okay. Guys, are you fucking serious? We have to redo everything from the last, like, minute and a half. Stop streaming every Sonic, just do this one? No, thank you. Oh, I wish I liked Advance 3. I really do. Okay. Do they... Oh, hey, they hit a Chow up here. Sort of happened with my old Mario Maker stages. It's my mindset of, no, that's too simple, not challenging enough, and led some really bad enemy placements. I mean, I can understand that. I've never been one to try and design my own anything. Oh my god! Are you... No. Okay. Have I said that I hate this game yet? Because I hate this game. Just some dude, and these developers, or these are developers' experience, but that's what dim-sisms remind me of. Oh my god. I mean, no, I'd say the enemy placement in this game is way worse than in the first two Advanced games. The first two Advanced games have their own issues that, like, have no solution, like, as far as the level design is concerned, because one of them is screen crunch, and they had to shrink Sonic down. The other one, though, I guess you could, because the way the levels are designed in Advance 2, like, it's awful. I'd say, like, about 3 out of 7 stages in that game have just these awful, unavoidable, like, bottomless pits. Oh my god. Nope, drop that. This one's big, like, sin is that it puts enemies in really stupid spots. Fucking skipping that, dude. I mean, yeah, sure, an enemy... Ugh. My seething rage is not diminishing. This level is a circle. Fuck. I mean, I don't care if it's my fault or not, right? Well, yeah, I'm trying to balance reading the chat and playing the game. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do ever. I'm really glad that the one feature, like, one of the features they kept was the music going fucking nuts whenever you picked up a speed shoe. Wait a minute. Game, I just came from that direction. I kinda doubt the game will let me through there. I don't know. Something about that. Yeah, that's true. I have only played 3. Oh, please. There we go. Yeah, I've heard that this zone's pretty bad, and I've heard that there's a few later in the game that get kinda bad. Ooh, good slowdown. Oh, yeah, no. I have distinct memories of Chaos Angel, though. And it being the worst thing I've ever played. Chaos Angel Zone is really something special. I will say, this game definitely improved, like, special stage entrances. And it improved... Like, I like the tag action system. I think that's neat. I like that your choice of partner character matters to your, like, moveset. I like that. However, I will probably never enjoy this game's level design. Because, like, so far, basically no matter which zone I've been in, it's been not as fun as the previous two. Okay, it improved them for the most part. Special Stage 7 was bad. Maybe I should pay attention to the game. Why did it start me facing this direction? Special Stage 7 was, like, really bad, like, in this one, I'm assuming. Of course, I've never entered it because I've never finished Chaos Angel Zone. When I was a kid, that was the farthest I ever made. It was Chaos Angel Zone Act 2, maybe? And I just could not do it. I would have continued if it were, like, fun challenging, but it was not. Like, getting into a special stage in this game is much easier than getting into a special stage in Advance 2. Well, that was extremely fucking tight. Wait, that's the wrong way. Nope, Knuckles. There we go. Oh, so the special stage itself might be harder. I don't know, because I've never even entered a special stage. No, that's not true. I've entered, like, 2 special stages in the entirety of the Advanced series. And they're both in Advanced 1, the easiest game to get into them with. Oh, okay. Damn, I did that again. Both times I was like, damn, people are arguing in the chat. I should read that. I don't know. I'm not going to bother getting the special stages in this game. Literally. Like, why would you do that? Dimps, why would you put that there? They do that a lot in this game, where wanting to move fast is, like, punished. It's either they put an enemy in just the right spot, or they have spikes pop up from the floor, or, like, fucking, they put a crushing plate right in front of you. The first act, I'm pretty sure, in this game does that. And it's like, okay, you didn't need to do that, though. It happened again. Oh my god. Sonic 2 did the same thing? Like what? Punishing you for going fast? I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic 2, honestly. Infamously. Do not care much for Sonic 2. Honestly, I'm not caring much for this one either, but I'm not gonna pussy out of this one. We're finishing it. I mean, yeah, the game tells you choose how to play, right? But then it punishes you for picking Sonic. I don't know. The level design here is just, like, really weak. Okay, gotta remember, don't spin dash here. Yay! I'm not a dumbass this time. Alright. Definitely doesn't help that I have to, like, crane my neck with my current setup. I'd love to be able to, like, move my desk around to be able to easier stream. Okay. I mean, yeah, it doesn't, like, punish you, but this game really doesn't want you moving quick. Which, having Sonic with you makes you quick. Do I trust this? Are we at the end? No? Oh, fuck. I hate this level. Holy shit. Ugh. Do another 15 minutes, so knowing me, one more act. And then we'll transition into post-stream and be done for the night, I think. Today's been a busy day. We collectively decided against playing Sonic Battle. Maybe someday, like towards the end of the marathon, we can return to Battle. But at the moment, like, goddamn. I wish Battle was, like, good. Hold on, we missed something. Next zone's way easier. I mean, I'll take your word for it for now. We won't get to it till next Tuesday, actually. I'll get cheese due to my playstyle. You see, my playstyle is just what past Sonic games have taught me. Hell, past Dimps developed Sonic games because I fucking love Sonic Rush. Yeah, okay. Battle's, like, fine. Honestly, it's kind of... I'd prefer to play Sonic the Fighters, being totally honest. Well, that was almost clutch as hell. Do I let it drop me? Do I not? I don't even know. Yes. Yeah, no, that's like the reason why we stopped Battle, was that not only was it repetitive, it also somehow managed to be grindy. Because you have to grind up Emerald. Please do not send me backwards in the level. I haven't seen... There's Tails. I was about to say, I haven't seen Tails in fucking forever. Honestly, I think Sonic Battle as a 3D ARPG would work. And I think people would go nuts over how good that game's story is. The problem is just that it's not viable for Sega to do it, because putting any money into Sonic nowadays is just against the rules, I guess. Honestly, yeah. Like, goddamn. I used to love the series, you know? Still kinda do, but, like, just the legacy stuff, really. And by that, of course, I fuck up the running along water part. Holy shit! Wait a minute, what the fuck? Why was this X so easy? What? That was way easier than the other one. There were nowhere near as many, like, insta-death, like, pits and fucking, like, crushing blocks and shit. Act 2 is pain? Oh, no. Well, here we go. Ocean Base boss. You know what? We'll see when we get to the next zone if I have, like, Nom flashbacks to, like... Oh, wait a minute. It's this thing again. Okay, but this is nowhere near as difficult as it was in Advance 2. What? What? Alright, he got me. That's pretty clever. Oh. Okay. So that's 4. He's probably gonna twirl his coat. Like, twirl his toes. Jesus fucking Christ, did I just have a stroke? Can I... Oh, I can damage boost my way in. Alright, Tails, come on, hit him! Nope. Rugai Noah says Act 2 and 3 are switched. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Considering how they're designed. Maybe someone, like, in the programming room was like, fuck it, this'll load zone equals Act 3, and he didn't check it. Or, you know, stage equals Act 3, or whatever the programming would be for that. And he just... hold on. He does that this early? I guess it's just random, alright. Now I get to be paranoid all the time instead of just during phase 2. I'll read that once the boss kills me. I'm not even confident I'm gonna be able to kill him. If you can't between his legs, he'll switch? Okay. Like, I did it that time, though, and he didn't switch. I'm not going for that. Fuck no. Fuck it. We're going. He has like 1 hit left. Come on. You motherfucker. He only did it when I was really bad at staying in between his legs.
You're going to pay for this!
Yeah, bye, Eggman. Let's see, follow up with something before. Dimps games have this trend. Most special stages will be easy until the final one, where the difficulty ramps up a lot. Advance 3's final special stage, from what I remember, is very much a trial and error. Makes it having to replay Chaos Angel acts every time you want to retry a chore. That's why I hated it so much. A combination of stage entrance, not just one or the other. Alright, Toy Kingdom. I remember this hub. I do not remember the levels. I don't know if we'll do, or how much more we'll do tonight. I mean, hey, you don't need to be good at video games to enjoy, or to fit in here. I'm very bad at video games. All of them. As if my Castlevania streams weren't evidence enough for this. Okay. Being honest, I'm good at one video game. Sonic Adventure. Why is this... What path would have led me there? Oh, this is very gimmicky. I just had a fucking heart attack. I saw myself go into free fall mode, and I saw the box... the crushing box, and I was like, oh god, I'm dead. Oh, okay. Oh, I almost just made the worst decision that I could have made in that scenario. Okay, you know what? Definitive evidence that this game is bad and no one should ever like it. They removed the flickies. So, no, you no longer get cute sprites of animals when you kill badniks. You just get rings that despawn most of the time before you can even touch them. Oh, yeah, okay. This zone is, so far, it's much better. I don't even remember this stage at all, so, you know, maybe that's a good sign. I do remember Chaos Angel, though. We're gonna be stuck on that stage for a good, our entire lives, so... Oh yeah, Act 3 is Sonic. We're not going to be getting to Act 3 tonight, which is why I just stuck as Knuckles. And honestly, I kind of prefer playing as Knuckles in this game. Knuckles is like really good double jump, followed immediately by launching forward. Like, that is so good. Did I just fucking jump over the elephant slide? I did. How do I know that there's elephant slides in this level? God damn. Memories from when I was 12 really do just kind of resurface whenever they feel like. Like, come on, there's no reason for those spikes to be there, though. So I'm using this really bad, like, kinda janky SNES controller that's, like, third party, and the D-pad is, I swear to fucking god, the worst thing, and only for up and down inputs. It handles left and right perfectly fine, it's just up and down are Just not good. Wait, what can't I land on? Time is at 11:58. I'd say that's good for tonight. Ugh. Let's head into the stage select real quick. I want to take a look at the Chao thing. Yeah, that zone was honestly kind of fun. Kind of a shame that they waited till Zone 4 to make a fun one. I'm partially kidding, but at the same time, Zones 1 and 2 and 3 are, not fun. This is what a pocket monster. You know, maybe I will redeem myself. I doubt that this game will really make too much of an impact on me, because my opinion of this game is really just, it's Sonic Advance 2, but not as fun. Zone 2 is laughably easy. Okay, that's kind of fair. Considering other Zone 2s in the series are like Marble Zone, fucking Chemical Plant, Hydro City that I was never able to finish as a kid. God, the curse even extends to the portable games, doesn't it? Because, like, the Game Gear Sonic one has Bridge Zone. What? As a kid, I always got stuck at the, like, after you beat the first boss of the zone, as it, like, it drops you down, right? And you're sucked down that drain into the second part of the stage, and then it sends this wall after you. I was never able to do that. Never able to. I was probably, like, 5 or 6 at the time, and I just could not fucking do it. I was able to do it eventually when I was... Oh, God. When did I actually sit down to play Sonic 3, like, properly? I think I was 12, but I didn't properly finish the game until I was, like, 20. You see, you were 5, but were you playing the game at daycare on a really terrible Windows XP computer? Because that's how I was fucking playing it. I did not have it on the Genesis. I had it... I didn't even own it, technically, until I was, like... When did I get my PS2? 8 or 9? And even then, I owned it on the Mega Collection, and I never played it. The only one I really played... Like, the only games I played on the Mega Collection were Chaos, because I could blow through Chaos in, like, an afternoon and be done with it. I played a lot of 3D Blast, too. It was on your cousin's Windows 98. I like that they did PC ports of that game. I think, like, Sonic CD, Sonic R... I think there was one more that they did a big port of. 3D Blast. You had... Yes, you did have the lock-on technology. And you could unlock the game and just play on the And Knuckles cartridge and play the really hard half of the game first. Let me pull up the post stream. There we go. Go ahead and shut down the Retron. I will be taking music suggestions tonight. Nothing that'll get me copyright struck, and preferably nothing with, like, lyrics. I could never beat Hydro City as my trigger word. I mean... It and Chemical Plant, like... anyone who played those games as kids could never. No, that's just it. I don't hate Hydro City. I fucking love Hydro City nowadays. I think that zone is great. It's really well designed, and the wall scroll thing is like the perfect like tense act opener. I just could not finish it as a child. Are we dropping frames? Damn, we dropped a lot of frames tonight. Anyways, no, I don't hate Hydro City. I think it's a very good, very, like, well-designed stage. Let's see. I mean, since we're talking about Hydro City, might as well play the music. Oh, that's Mania. Let's do the original. Let's see. Remember, I was super young, even though I loved Sonic and Knuckles, I could never beat Flying Battery. However, as Knuckles, I had a lot of trouble with Mushroom Hill Act 2 boss, specifically Knuckles' version for some reason. That is kind of strange. My experience with Knuckles in that game is very limited. I only just recently started to play it as Knuckles for the first time. I always thought it was just, like, the same game, but, like, apparently it just has a whole bunch of extra content in it, so I'm gonna actually try and see that here soon. You were player 2. I think, Chemical Plant was... I think it's not as well designed as Hydro City is. Hydro City's definitely the way you do a water stage, if you're doing one early in the game. Flying Battery is pretty hard, I will give you that. Sonic and Knuckles in general is really fucking hard. I remember, that is the only time in the entire series where I've died due to a timeout during, like, any of these streams. I died once in Lava Reef? I want to say Act 2, due to a timeout. Yeah, Flying Battery is meant, like, it's meant to be after, Launch Base Zone, but, well, with how everything worked, Sonic 3 was kind of broken up into 2 different games. Yeah, Sonic, like, 2D Sonic has never really been my forte, being totally honest. 3D Sonic has always been, like, the stuff that I'm really good at. Considering, like, Sonic Adventure is just so smooth. So smooth. Let's bring up another song, shall we? Again, I get music recommended to me that would get me copyright struck into the fucking floor for even trying to play it. Like, yes, let me just, like, fucking blast some classic rock. I'm certain that I will hit no copyright issues for doing that. Sonic Mania, why not? Oh, you're spouting some unpopular opinions around here, my dude. We are a 3D Sonic positivity zone around here. Because Sonic Adventure is a god-tier video game. Sonic Adventure 2 is pretty good. Sonic Heroes is different. The only one I'd say is, like, directly bad out of mainline. They got 3D Sonic right the first time but forgot to build on it. Yeah, like, I don't know. That sounds like you're shitting on the rest of 3D Sonic. Which I will give you. Sonic Adventure is, like, leagues above everything else, but it's also leagues above, like, almost any 3D platformer I've played, in my opinion. Adventure's straight up one of my favorite games of all time. Oh, I made a fucking, where is it? I made a tier list about this, actually. I made 2 separate ones a while ago, and I showed them on stream, but I'll bring them up again here. Fuck, how far back is this? I know I DM'd them to a friend. I just have to fucking find them. Let's see. Physics are what matter to me. People talk about the story, but I don't care too much. Just have that Sonic vibe. I mean, I can see why you'd say that. There's my 2D one. Where's my 3D one? There it is. Just go ahead and save these real quick. There we go. You see, I am willing to literally fight people for any of the opinions I'm about to state. There it is. Mediasaurus. 3D Sonic first. There it is. Yeah, this is it. This thing is a lot to take in. It was not you, Jay. It was charcoal. Colors isn't... Wait, Colors is a 3D game, though. It's literally a 3D Sonic game. Like... It has a lot of 2D in it, but it's a 3D Sonic. Okay, but that also doesn't mean it's bad, though. Because Sonic Colors is freaking fantastic. One of my favorites. It's the only time where they manage to balance the jokey kind of lighthearted tone that they want to go for with these recent games, and this sort of darker plot setup of the older games. It's the only time where they've managed to get close. The DS version is actually superior. I don't know. Personally, I prefer the Wii one, but that's mainly because the color powers are way better, and there isn't a, like, kind of shoehorned in final boss fight that didn't need to be there, and the actual final boss that is in the Wii version is, like, way better than literally any of the bosses from the DS version, actually. Which Sonic game has more joking-heavy writing? Fucking Lost World. Lost World and Forces, man. Like, they're the exact thing that I hate. Because, like, yeah, sure, they may have less jokes in them than Colors, right? But when Colors did it, it did it did it right, you know? Like, Colors did it well to where, yeah, there were jokes that, like, kids of all ages could understand and laugh at, and even, like, adults could get some, like, quotables out of there, you know, like, fucking, no copyright law in the universe is gonna stop me. Best line. However, Lost World fucked it up so bad. And then Forces kept fucking it up. Whereas Colors actually got it right, you know? That line is the best one in the game. Oh no, I'll do it a million times. But writing isn't everything, of course. Even though it definitely carried Sonic Unleashed to the spot it's at. Hey now, we don't talk down to other people here. That's not what this place is about. Feels more like a Mario game. I really don't get that. That is directly incorrect. Mario games typically have either no plots or sort of like a like yes, they're very jokey, but they I guess it sort of carries itself like Galaxy does, but Galaxy doesn't make anywhere near as many jokes. Hilariously blocky, halt speeds at every turn, forces gimmicks. Oh. I don't know, Colors is like great, man. I really don't see the hatred. I do agree that it like fucking dragged Sonic kicking and screaming down a path that he wasn't meant to go down, but I don't think that's something we can blame Colors for. I'd never compare anything to a Mario story. To be fair, Odyssey was pretty neat. It didn't really have a story, but it was neat. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't played it because these are not Mario streams, but that ending was ripped like literally directly out of a Sonic game. Thousand Year Door. Oh, Thousand Year Door is amazing. However, don't spoil, I haven't finished it. I was playing with friends before COVID happened. And now that COVID happened, we can't seem to all get together. Like, the lockdown's lifted. But, like, one of us lives, like, out of town. So they'd have to... And they don't have a car. So we'd either have to drive there and get them, or we'd have to, like... They'd have to brave riding on a public bus. But yes, this is my glorious 3D Sonic one. I'm going to move that over to make room for the 2D Sonic one. Because the 3D Sonic's good, and I like it. You see, I like a great story to go along with the gameplay. And honestly, it doesn't even need to necessarily be well written. It just needs to have moments that I can latch onto and get really hyped. Oh, good night, Jay. Oh, that's 3D Sonic again. Hold on. Hold on. Clicked the wrong one. "2D Sonic, there we go. Now time to really get people upset. I guess they just won't fit together. Alright. This was made before I played Sonic Battle and realized it totally belongs in, like, D tier. Colors, like, level design is nowhere near as bad as Force's, like, level design. Nowhere near as bad. Forces is kind of like a clusterfuck. Like, Colors at least has, like, focus in its levels for the most part. I mean, I guess, yeah. Not really a whole lot going on here. Nothing crazy like Sonic 06 being placed above Sonic Adventure 2. And by the way, that is not a negative statement towards Sonic Adventure 2. I just like Sonic 06 that much. Was it my first three? No. I just really like 06. I didn't actually like get around to playing it until I want to say 2010, 2011, somewhere in that year. Somewhere around that time. And even then, I didn't really like it all too much. And eventually, I went back and I played it again. I think after getting my PS3, I went back and I played it again. And I was like, wow, wait a minute, this game's like fun. And, like, as good as Mania was, felt it was too easy and didn't bring the same energy. I think Mania feels great to play, which is why it's S tier. Of course, I still don't think it's as good as Sonic Rush. Because Sonic Rush is, like, the perfect fucking Sonic game right there. Who would have thought Sonic plus Hideki Naganuma would be a combination, like a match made in heaven? So good. Speaking of music, we should probably play another song. Since we're talking about Mania. Can you believe how long it's been since we had a Sonic game, like, fucking announced? Although I put gameplay first, can't put Mania above 3 Knuckles, don't feel like I've earned anything. I don't know, Mania to me is just, like, a ton of fun. The game really knows how to, like, make the levels flow in a way that is actually a ton of fun. Oh, fuck, we're dropping frames. Damn. Stream's, like, literally going down every, like, 3 minutes. Now the question is, do we blame Twitch? Or do we blame my internet? The answer is both. Literally, during the first Sonic Battle stream, like, an hour into it, my Wi-Fi just shut off and did not turn back on until after midnight. Some say it's a generational difference. I don't feel like I've earned anything when games like Mania are half the boost games, including Rush. I can see that. Because the older Sonic games are about playing them over and over again and getting good at moving quickly in them. Whereas these new ones, they just equip you to move fast and then throw in challenge from there. Personally, I love the boost games. 2 of them. And I love Rush and I love Rush Adventure. Just because it's such a... Like, the boost itself is such a good idea for a gameplay mechanic. Like, it worked really well in Unleashed, it worked really well in Generations, it worked really well in Colors, just for allowing the player to move quickly whenever they want to. I typically sit down and play through, like, the entirety of Generations and Colors whenever I do. Just because they're, like, really short. And Colors even has, like, a challenge mode to play through the whole game in one sitting, so... If I ever go back to it, that's normally what I do. Damn, we're really, like, pulling forward in these. Let's see, what do we have left? A lot of Sonic Unleashed. That's for fucking sure. You see, because I'm a literally crazy man, I'm doing all 3 versions of Unleashed. Let's see, and we've also got Pocket Adventure still to do. We've got Rivals. The idea that was advertised for Sonic in the 2000s is that you go fast. Yeah, nowadays the idea that's advertised is that it isn't. I disagree. I think the games are actually plenty quick. Like, especially like fucking Heroes. Like, that game is crazy fast if you get good at it. Well, no, we've discussed this a lot. Like, a lot of it doesn't come down to the marketing, actually. I'll pick another song here. It's not marketing when it comes to I guess we can listen to the JSRF soundtrack. Sure. Anyways, it doesn't come down to the marketing, really, that caused this. It's the criticism of Sonic. And, what's really weird is that it's not criticism coming from critics. It's criticism that came about from YouTube. You see, Sonic was plagued by bad review scores throughout the early 2000s. Because, you know, like, Adventure and Adventure 2 did pretty well. But, like, Heroes reviewed really terribly. And Shadow reviewed really terribly. You know, 6 reviewed really terribly. And they just kept chugging along, right? And Unleashed sort of changed the concept, yes, but it was just bringing the systems that already existed in Sonic Rush into sort of a blended 3D environment to try and make something that was, like, really fast. Oh, we're dropping frames again. I have no idea why the fuck that keeps happening. Holy shit. Thanks, Twitch. You're doing good. I think we're back. Yeah, I think it's Twitch. Anyways, so, you notice that these, like, the criticisms from game critics did fucking nothing to Sonic, right? However, game reviewers on YouTube and very specifically Game Grumps did a lot to damage the brand. Like, to the point where, like, and I know Grumps was a little bit later than this, but, like, JonTron definitely contributed. I don't know how much Egoraptor would have contributed. Are we losing connection again? Yes. Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. This is either my Wi-Fi being shit or Twitch being shit. But yeah, no, more casual like audiences got exposed to the Sonic brand, and it was not in a positive light, so they overhauled it. And that's when we saw colors. Oh, it's definitely true today. And now they can't please anybody. Like, no one at all. And it's actually really sad. If Sega really wants to earn the Sonic like fan base back, there's a few things that need to definitely change. First and foremost being that you need to hire Christian Whitehead and just put him in charge of Sonic Team at this point. I feel making these two the same entity will put a lot of fresh talent into Sonic Team, and it would give Christian Whitehead the opportunity to do, I guess... And we lost connection again. Holy shit. Anyways, it would give Christian Whitehead the opportunity to play around with the franchise a little bit. Which we already know he wants to do. Hey, you're fine, Robert. No issue. Anyways, yeah, fan games, like, are taking off. What are some currently that are out? I know that Sonic Robo Blast 2, I think, is like a big one right now. I know that there's one that's getting like a ton of notoriety right now. I don't know what the name of it is, though, and we're not dropping frames. Okay, it looks like my Twitch players just broke from all the lost connections we've been having. But yeah, I don't think Boost plus Adventure works, honestly. Spin Dash is, like, way better than Boost, in my opinion. What is the name of that fan game? It's like Sonic 2020? I think? Yeah, Sonic 2020. That is the name of the one that I've been seeing, and it looks good, but it tries to do that integration of boost mechanics in. I don't think it's very good, no. I think it could be really good, but the dash doesn't feel natural in it. The thing about the boost is that it only works in 3D if you are heavily railroading Sonic forward. Oh yeah, I should take this moment while people are still here to talk a little bit more about the schedule. Give me one moment. So, I had this schedule set up that I believe I announced is going to start in October. There it is. This is going to be the schedule as of, I think I said October 5th. Yeah, I think October 5th was the day that I said. This schedule is still going to stay intact as it is. However, I'm making a couple small changes to the contents of each thing. So, each series is going to remain the same, the way it is. However, these post streams here, I haven't decided about Crystal Chronicles. We still have to do everything because we haven't started Final Fantasy yet. We're going to do 4 onwards because I've streamed 1 through 3 previously, and those streams sort of collapsed and burned. Especially FF3. Holy shit. We didn't even finish FF3. But we're going to be going 4 onwards, and I'm not sure what we're going to, like, how many side games we're going to be doing with that. Yeah, for the most part, I don't necessarily know how many we're going to have, but that's besides the point. These post streams are going to be changing a little bit. I'm going to be not doing them for FF at all, so I can dedicate the time that we spend on the post stream to playing more Final Fantasy. Those games are super long, and I have a feeling people will appreciate that going a little bit longer than normal. And I haven't totally made my decision, but I'm probably only going to be doing 2 of these post streams a week. I might do like 1 for Sonic and 1 for Castlevania, maybe 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Friday. It just hit me that this is probably... Is it... This is not Hideki Naganuma. There we go. Damn, more drop frames. I have no idea what's happening. Wi-Fi is just deciding to kill itself. That's fine. But yeah, I'll probably end up only doing 2 of these post streams a week-ish. And I'll want them to be sort of split up enough so that, like, we don't end up with those nights where we just sit there and we don't talk about anything, because that does happen. But I don't want to cut these out entirely because I know people enjoy them. So I think it'll probably end up being like Tuesday night and Friday night we'll do post streams. No promises on that though. I might do it like at some point. Favorite video game of all time is FF12. I haven't played much 12. I've played a little bit of it on the Switch and I thought, hey, this is pretty good. And then I, like most RPGs, I sort of just put it down one day and I didn't pick it up again. There's only the collectathon. My history with FF's a little weird because, you know, most people's like, oh man, my first FF that I finished was like FF7 or FF10 or FF12. No. My first FF was the first one, and I sat down and I fucking finished that thing. And I walked away from it thinking, Jesus Christ, why did I finish that? And then I did the same thing for FF2, and now I'm doing the same thing for FF3. And in between playing all of these, I've only played one other one, and that was FF13. I don't know what it was about FF13 that made me just like... The first one, like Final Fantasy 1. Not like the NES one, though. I played the remake. Because why would you play the NES one? Same with FF2. I played the remake of that one. Not that it really makes a whole lot of difference with FF2. Yes, the real first one. I don't know what else could be considered the first FF. It's pretty cut and dry. Are there some people out there who try to claim that, like, FF7 is the first one? Oh, no, FF2 in the US was FF4. FF1 was actually released here, and because it didn't sell well, we didn't get 2 or 3. And then in place of FF5, we got FF Mystic Quest, which I've also finished. That game sucks. I do own FF5, but I own like a SNES cart, like the Famicom one. And I own Mystic Quest as well. And I own FF3/6, because that's another one that they did. What I find hilarious about Final Fantasy, like their release schedule. You didn't finish parts of the game? I haven't even started it. I just own it. I'm currently working on beating FF3, but that game is a nightmare. It's not very good. There's just so much grinding. And it's not fun grinding either, because it's level grinding. Like, not job level grinding, not like level grinding. And grinding job level in that game is literally guarding 8 times in the first area of the game and then smacking whatever enemy you're up against. Gem of a game for me to play off stream? Go ahead, hit me with it. I'll take a look. Summon Knight Swordcraft Story 2? Well, Google auto-completed to it. This is a GBA game. This is not something I've ever heard of. Holy shit! I mean, I'm gonna emulate it, but, like, this is a $90 game. That is interesting. Oh yeah, I could probably get rid of the streaming schedule. Turn off the voices? Got it. I might take a look at it. I've been looking for things to emulate. I just got an NVIDIA Shield recently, and that is loaded up with a bunch of emulators, and I'm looking for stuff to emulate on it. So I guess I'll just emulate that. You've never heard worse voicing? What song is this? Shape of the Future. Or no, I'm sorry. Shape the Future. Thank you, Hideki Naganuma. Ooh, speaking of anime, I was talking... Oh god, I think Monday night. I was talking about how... No, it might have been Saturday night. I was talking about how I wanted to start, like, new shonen anime, because I'm completely caught up with JoJo. I'm looking for something else to do. So I decided to start watching Hunter. Or Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter, however you want to say it. And, holy shit. It's really good. I'm not normally someone who, like, can get through shonen like that. Like, just battle anime shonen where it's just a fucking cookie cutter fucking shonen show. Like, I can't sit through Naruto. I get the sub overdub thing, but being honest, they don't really know what they're talking about. Which song is this? Oh, Christ. I don't want to play this song. The song that was about to play is a real song that can just start playing whenever. In JSRF. I'm just gonna play it. And I'll see if I can talk through it without getting horribly distracted. Nope. God, I fucking hate this song. skipping that one. That's the next Hideki Naganuma. There we go. JSRF's so good. Once you understand the language, it's easier for things to sound ridiculous. I mean, it could be that what they're after is, like, just that barrier, you know. Get my Japanese degree in December. Well, congratulations. Voicing the sub version of D. Greyman is worse than the dub. The dub of D. Greyman is, like, unreasonably good, though. We have to be real with that. Unfortunately, it only goes for 50 episodes, and that is half of the run of the series, as far as I know. Naruto sub versus dub is one of the most equally balanced. You see, but JoJo's dub? No. I've never watched the JoJo dub, I just know that, like, they get the fucking punch noises, like, kind of wrong. There is a JoJo dub, and the first, like, 2 parts have really, really bad British accents on all the characters. They didn't have... Oh, you're right. They had Dio's voice wrong. Time to fucking riot. To be fair, though, nothing gets more iconic than "Goodbye, JoJo!" And that just wasn't there. You grew up playing the JoJo arcade game? I mean, I didn't know about JoJo until, like, 2015, so... Just so happened that was around the time they were doing the English JoJonium prints, so I own literally the entirety of English released JoJo. It's not all with me right now. I'm a friend of mine is borrowing most of Part 3 at the moment, but, like, I have all of Part 1, all of Part 2, I have the first 3 volumes of Part 3 on me, and I have the first 6 volumes of Part 4 that they've released. Alongside Rohan at the Louvre and Araki's Manga in Theory and Practice textbook. It uses the same engine as Street Fighter Third Strike. Is that the one that was ported to Dreamcast? Oh, yeah. So the reason it took so long is because no one wanted to be responsible for adapting the ridiculously detailed JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and fucking it up. Thank God David Production did it justice, because... Oh my god, there would have been riots. Okay, the thing about it is that it was popular in Japan, but it never picked up steam anywhere else. Like, ever. I think Part 5 was really popular in Italy. Is this Naganuma? It is. I have to be careful about that, because the JSRF soundtrack includes copyrighted music. Don't care for the 3D stuff, but you needed it for the animation. I mean... It's mostly 2D. I don't think they really use CG all too much outside of the openings of parts 1, 2, and 3. Like, they dropped the CG openings for part 4 and 5, I'm pretty sure. The problem is, now the show takes, like, 4 years to produce a season, so, you know. You win some, you lose some. We'll get Stone Ocean in, like, 2022. Wouldn't know how popular JoJo was outside of fighting games, but Ora has been FGC's jam since 1999. I can't even begin to do something like that, because, like, my throat's been kind of sore these past couple days. So, like, I couldn't even muster up the energy to voice act, like, fucking Sonic Battle when we were doing that. Like, I just couldn't do it. Ah, yes, Rhodorora. I'm kind of... it's a double-edged sword that JoJo has picked up so much steam. recently. Because I love the series so much. And legit, its popularity right now isn't even what, like, started me on this path, because I've been reading the manga for, oh god, years now. Pause time, throw knife, talks, throws knives, point, throw more knives. Longest super move ever, not anymore, but Jesus Christ. I've recently been playing the brawler game that they released. Oh no. Oh no, this is a remix from Hideki Naganuma. I don't know if I'm able to play this. Let's just skip to the next one from him. There we go. Anyways, I've been playing the brawler, Eyes of Heaven, like, a bit recently, and that one's interesting. I like the fan service for the characters. It's not necessarily a good fighting game, but it's a lot of fan service that I appreciate. Should have slowly lifted each finger individually, each one summoning more knives. You see, you joke, but that's like a real part of that fight in the manga, is... It's a character figuring out he can move his finger ever so slightly, and from there it's all downhill. I've been watching part 3 with a friend, and I'm so torn, because I like part 3, kinda, but at the same time, Jesus fucking Christ, I wish it'd get to the point. You could cut out half of the stand battles from that part. Nothing would change. Nothing at all. And, like, it's not like those fights are just not entertaining or anything. There's a couple of them that really aren't, but, like, Jesus Christ, the anime drags them out for so long. There is no reason that Baby Stand had to be 2 full episodes. Right up to after Speedwagon. I can't remember what happened, but it was detailed and there were time skips everywhere. You mean through part 1? Because there are time skips all over part 1. You don't have to read it, but I do recommend reading it. The manga is incredible. It cannot be stated how good looking the manga is. Yeah, part 1's like the rough one. Once you get through part 1, you hit part 2, and part 2 gives you just enough of a second wind to push you all the way through part 3. And then once you hit parts 4 through 6, you're golden. Those are amazing. Sonic Battle is kind of like an anime with filler arcs, except you have to play those arcs yourself. I agree. Kind of fitting that they kind of almost adapted that game into Sonic X, didn't they? Sad I know way more about part 3 than 1 due to the old arcade game. Oh no, they're filler. You have to do 2 of every battle in Sonic Battle. For no reason at all. And the second fight is like 3 times as long for some reason. But yeah, if you're going to enjoy JoJo, I highly recommend just watching the anime. Part, 1 is a little rough, but part 2 was really good. And then, by the time you're done with part 2, you've gotten a feel for what the series is like, and you can enjoy the rest of it. And, of course, once you get done with part 5, you just have to read part 6, because Stone Ocean never. The fan base is very anti Stone Ocean for some reason. I mean, granted, people speed read it to get to part 7. Dog stand, best stand? Ah, yes, Iggy. Iggy's Fool. This is not Hideki Naganuma. I don't want to just jump to Grace and Glory because that's the next Hideki Naganuma song on the soundtrack, but I also know that that's the final boss theme of JSRF. It doesn't stop anytime soon. Practically every battle has two parts, often with the second part making you beat the opponent 10 times. That is why Battle needs a remake. That one with Emerald and Knuckles that you quit on, it also had two parts. Are you fucking serious? Just jump through T. Lope's music from 2012. I might. We're getting close to the end here, though, so I might just let us go out in silence. Because my internet is disagreeing with me today. Clearly. Might just end it off here. I don't know. I do find it funny that Part 3 wasn't even really properly localized until, like, what, 2004-ish? I think that was its Shonen Jump run. Oh, yeah, no. I can't believe Sega picked up T-Lopes either. Like, oh my god. He must have been ecstatic, honestly. His soundtrack is really good, though. Like, I wouldn't say he's the best pick for Sonic soundtracks, but he's the second best pick. Best pick, of course, being Mr. Hideki Naganuma himself. Composing genius. Well, like remixing genius, but you know. Thought you meant of indie, non-Sega. Well, Hideki Naganuma isn't even necessarily a Sega composer. He is just a music composer. He's worked for a lot of different companies in the past. Hell, he did a bunch of music for the latest Lethal League game. And it's, like, really good, too. Group that did Sonic before the sequel and after the sequel are GOATs. I haven't played those, so. I've heard they're amazing. Like, beyond unreasonably good for Sonic fan games. There's a lot of Sonic fan games out there that I want to play. Anyways, it's currently almost 1 a.m. here where I am. Let me think. Anything I want to plug? We have a Discord link down below if you feel like joining. We have a YouTube channel that I store, like, all of these old streams on. Do not watch these streams on Twitch. Twitch tends to really fuck up their audio, and when I used to, use Twitch to archive these, they got really fucked up, and we lost the best stream I ever did to that, which was sad. I'll never be making that mistake again. And we're doing Castlevania. We're probably finishing Castlevania Curse of Darkness on Saturday night. I think we're like literally in the final area too, so we're definitely finishing that game. But we're doing that on Saturday night. But if you're only interested in Sonic, that's currently Tuesday, Thursday. So, that's just going to be happening next Tuesday, and we'll be continuing Sonic Advance 3. I hope to be done with this one within the next week. Only Unleashed and CD come close for me. I don't know. No Sonic game really gets close to Rush for me in terms of soundtrack. Remember how I mentioned that parts in battle where Rouge tests Emerald? To be fair, Emerald has some more abilities by that point, but he'll still be weaker than desired. Imagine trying to avoid damage for 2 to 3 minutes with Emerald. Avoid all damage. Holy shit! Okay, that's not possible. Holy shit. But anyways, that is definitely enough for tonight. Yeah, it's almost exactly 1 a.m. here. So, I'm going to go let my throat relax for the rest of the night. Russia's CD version is definitely better than the game version, though. Well, yeah, it's because it's on DS. You really can't get better than that. Anyways, yeah, that's definitely it for tonight. So, I guess, thank you guys for enjoying some Sonic Advance 3 with me. And I will see you guys next time, hopefully. Have a great night, everybody.